Guys, this is a special time for a lot of y'all. Like Mr. Jeffcoat said, we've been talking about this for a long time, for about a year. Moms and dads, they're very shortly going to be going out into this world becoming adults. Trust me with them this week. Let them be adults with me this week. If you hear from them once a day, be happy. And if you don't stress. It'll be all right. Okay? Mr. Jeffcoat and I are going to do everything we can to take care of them and let them go out and see a part of this world that they've never seen before, people they've never seen before, and a different way of life.
And then we're going to line up. Después vamos a hacer una línea. Okay? ¿Está bien? All right, you correct.
So let them enjoy it. Boys and girls, enjoy what this week's got for you. Not many people can say their senior trip from high school, they went out into this world and made a difference for Jesus Christ. Okay? So that's what I want you to do this week. Smile, have a good time, enjoy everything that's in front of you all week long. These will be memories that you'll have forever. So enjoy it while you can. So, why are you here? Other than your parents said you're going to Belize with Mr. Jeffcoat. Acts 1:8. Jesus is going to make his ascension. He turns to his disciples and said, this is it. It's your job. Now you go out and you tell the world about me. You tell the world what I've done. You tell the world about the sacrifice that I've now made for them. Those guys had a choice just like you do. At that point in time, those 11 men could have said, there's no way. We saw what just happened to him. We saw what they just did to him. There's no way that's going to happen. You can make that same choice. You can say, there's no way. It's hot. It's miserable. I'm in another place. They got strange food. They don't all speak English. I'm in a strange hotel. You can also apply that to your life every day back home. Man, they might make fun of me. They might call me one of those Jesus freaks or call me a Bible beater. But you know what? The reality is, if you're saved and you've truly had a moment with God, you really only have one job after that. That job is to tell people about Jesus Christ. So that's the goal of everything you're going to do here this week. When you see these kids in the afternoons, some of them will understand what you say, some of them won't. But they all understand a smile. They all understand somebody came here to spend a little bit of time with them, play with them, kick a soccer ball, paint their fingernails, do something just to show them a little bit of love and a little bit of attention. So we've had a good week. You guys have done a very good job. You've done some things that made a difference in people's lives this week. You were a very good witness this week. You shared that love that we've been talking about all week long. And you did a good job at it. You weren't complaining, you weren't crying and whining about things. You just did what you had to do, which is what a lot of you, every one of you, is about to encounter anyways with life in itself. Of a lot of I have to do, and it's not going to do me any good to complain about it. Let's just go and do it and get it done and move on with what we got to do. I hope that you enjoyed some things that you encountered this week. I hope you had some positives out of this week, looking at your life, looking at your future. I want somebody to tell me what is the difference in the Sea of Galilee and the Dead Sea. They both receive water from the Jordan River. Can anybody tell me what the difference is? The Dead Sea has no place for anything to go. They both receive water from the Jordan River, but the Dead Sea holds it. And in turn, it's one of the most toxic places you can go just because of all the minerals and things in the water. It's dead. Nothing can live in it. But that same water came from the Sea of Galilee. So what does that have to do with you? You received all week. So you have a choice. You can be one or the other. You can leave here tomorrow and we can go back to America and you can go back to your life and you can forget that you ever came on a mission trip and you can forget that you ever came to Belize and go on with life, and that's your choice. That's not what the Bible asks us to do. What it asks us to do is to pass it on and be that body that gives life. Think about a fire. How does a fire start? Does it start as a raging inferno? One match, one spark. That's all it takes. And you guys can do that. We started out our week talking about Acts 1:8. And I gave you guys, talked about being a witness. So what it actually says is, you'll be my witness in Jerusalem, in Judea and Samaria and the uttermost parts of the earth. And if you read on down, the disciples are standing there as Jesus made his ascension, and two angels appear there with them as they're standing there looking up into heaven, and the scriptures say they ask him, "What are you doing? What are you doing just looking off into heaven? He'll come again one day the way that he just left." But I always read that as, why are you still standing here? He told you what to do. He gave you instructions. He spent 3.5 years with you, teaching you everything you needed to know. And the last thing he said to you was go. And you're standing here looking up. So go. Those men had a choice just like you do. They spread the message of Christianity around the world. And there's nothing to say that you can't do the same. So when you get back home, go. Go take on the world, go tackle the world, but do it as a bold, outspoken Christian that's ready to change the world.